What's good, people? This is the Rap Roundtable. Your boy Jarv here, Cinsere the Rap Snob, Dini the Balance, the homie Mase. We just want to make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, help us get our numbers up. We're trying to get 2,000 subs, 5,000. Y'all know how this go. If y'all think we're good and y'all love the content, some of y'all always say, yo, how come y'all don't have more views? It's because y'all don't sub. So make sure y'all do that and tap in with us. Peace.
The Rap Roundtable.
Let's get into some Nas talk before the Nas fans feel like we're sucking off Jay again. We get attacked in the comment section. Oh, we're stands, we're fanboys, Avengers, all of that.
Take it easy.
Hit Boy and Nas came together for what we have now decided was the three-peat. Magic completed the three-peat. They swept the Nets. You know what I'm saying? They did what they needed to do.
Room's out.
The album is fire. Whatever you want to call it. The EP, the album. Generally speaking, it's fire.
Dope.
Cinsere the Rap Snob, talk to us, bro. Let's hear from you about this Nas review.
From the moment that Speechless came on,
One of the best Nas songs of all time, by the way.
Is
that a reach?
Nah, it's not at all. That song is.
I want to say it's a reach because Nas has so many amazing songs, but like it's not a reach.
Up there.
It's up there. It deserves to be in the conversation. From the moment that beat hit, I was like, oh, this is gonna be.
It's one of those.
It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something different. It's gonna be like some next level shit, right? And so, and I talked about this in the reaction video. From KD to KD2, we saw a level up, right? And again, 20 years past his prime, to see that level up, I was happy with the level up from KD1 to KD2, right? And then to get a surprise drop, and to get another level up.
And Nas don't do surprise drops, man.
He don't do surprise drops. This is like a new thing. It's like a completely new Nas, man. The level up was just so crazy to me, right? I want to talk about the opening bar to the opening song, Speechless. I'm 21 years past this 27 club. And this bar right here, like, really exemplifies what I've always loved about Nas. And when Nas is at his best, he gives you these bars, these lines that say so much more than just like the words that are in the bar, right? This is he's talking about he's cognizant of his own age. He's cognizant of the people that didn't make it to the age that he is now. He's cognizant of like us losing legends in hip hop, losing young legends or legends in the making. He's cognizant of so many things, and then that theme continues on through the album, talking about it's ugly outside. If it wasn't, Big L would still be here. He laments talking about how he should have done the Gimme the Loot remix with Biggie. How crazy would that have been if he had done that record?
That would have changed a lot of conversations about
bro.
Rap. Yeah.
And that theme is just running through the album. And upon like second and third listening, like it really hits me how cohesive this album really is thematically and sonically, right? And even more so, I think, than KD1 and KD2, right? KD1 and KD2 were dope, right? And I think maybe KD2 had some higher highs, possibly. But on this album, you're not going to find YKTV, right? Just a vibey record.
Hater.
No. I like YKTV.
I love that record.
I like YKTV, right? But it's clear that Nas went into this like simply doing it for the love of it. And I love him for that. I love the fact that they put out this record right before the end of the year. If anybody was thinking about, I wonder who the MVP was, I wonder, who had the best year, he shut all of those conversations down, right? Hands down, Nas MVP of the year. This album, I won't give it the 5 mics.
Hold off.
All right,
we'll get back to that.
but it's up there. It's a magnificent album. Straight through listen. If there's one song that I'm kind of about, is Meet Joe Black. I could do without it. Everything else is crazy.
Dini, tap in, bro.
On the second spin of the album, my only issue was that there was no more album left.
Facts.
When I got to the end of The Truth, I listened to it on the way here again too. This was my third spin. But on the second spin, when I got to the end of the truth, I was just like, why is there no more music playing after 10 seconds? What's going on? What's going on? And I check and the album was done. And I'm like, wow, like this is a beautiful album. It's very, like, to follow up what you said, it's very concise. It's very tight. There's no filler. At least I didn't think Joe Black was filler, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yo, Dini, you can disagree with Sin, bro. It's okay.
I do often. I love that guy though. But it's no filler. It's a straight through listen. What is it? 29 minutes.
Yeah, quick work.
It's
quick.
Brief. It's energetic. It's fresh. It has classic-esque sonic parts to it. It has.
You was almost there. Classic Esco. You was on the way.
I say classic-esque, like as far as
classic
classic-esque is classic Esco. That's that man right there. Everything I felt like he was really trying to give us. You know what it felt like to me? It felt like a big brother trying to pass down some jewels to a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things I did in life that I didn't get right. I try to do certain things. I try to put certain people on.
Yes.
I try to show people the right way, but some people didn't stick around for that. You know what I'm saying? Some people didn't grasp what I was trying to give them. And as Sin said, he laments on those things. And it's just so fresh, bro. Like this is the next installment of the Nas's anthology, and I'm just looking forward to KD 3 because this kid has been cooking, bro.
That was definitely an alley to KD 3 in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
What's good,
Super
Mase?
alley.
I mean, this album's immaculate, folks. Y'all heard it just like we heard it. I mean, I don't think me and Deanie was actually talking about this. I don't think anybody's gonna break it down technically like my guy Sin broke it down as far as, you know, the intricacies of the album. But just like Dean said, the album is just too short. You know, this is the best album I've heard since Daytona, if you want me to keep it a bug with you. I mean,
High praise.
Meet Joe Black is it. I guess you can meet Joe Black in 4016 Building, or I guess you could say the lowlights of the album for me, but that's just because I love the other tracks so much.
There you go.
You know, that Hollywood Gangsta Woo is for the children, Wave God. 3 tracks. I mean, that's one of my favorite 3 tracks on a Nas album ever. You know what I mean? And it's like the Woo is for the children. The whole mythology around Nas and the Woo is just interesting to me. I don't know if y'all checked out Raekwon's book recently. He wrote about the original meeting with Nas and Ghost.
Yo,
and,
it's not even a jump in. Like you talk about like the mythology. That's
Verbal
like
intercourse.
That's really the best word, the mythology. Like that time in New York rap, so much subtle rivalries.
Right.
Guys who would work with each other, but low-key wanted to bust each other's ass. Pause. Like, that's amazing. But go ahead, Mase.
Right, because we talking about Wu and Nas were working with each other exclusively. Biggie wanted that Gimme the Loot verse. Jay wanted him in Reasonable Doubt. Nas only fucked with the Wu. So the fact that he gave the Wu a little shout out in the album, that's even more interesting to me.
When you think about how Jay and Holt and Big kind of gravitated towards one another as well.
Right.
Could you imagine? Yo, rest in peace, Big, bro. Could you imagine what New York would have sounded like if Big didn't leave? The Commission versus Wu Nas, like it would have been amazing.
Nas, come
you know
on
what I'm saying?
now. And then I found it very interesting that ASAP Rocky was the one rap feature on here.
Yeah,
and he's rapping better
fresh.
than ever. You know what I
fresh
mean?
and lively.
He came up to the he raised his bar because he knew he was on a Nas and Primo record. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's not much more I can say about this album. It's like I said, immaculate. You know, I keep trying to because I'm more of like my guys have seen my playlist. I listen to a lot of drill. I listen to a lot of trap. I can't even listen to that right now. I just keep coming back to Nas, man. I'm telling you, you can't go to those simple vibes after you listen to this album, man.
Talk about
I'm telling you.
Those subtle intricacies.
Yeah, you know.
It really does change the palette, because it's like I tapped in, like I was listening to Coupe de Gras on repeat for a lot, and then I tapped into a couple of trap rerecords. Then it was like, damn, I can't even. I couldn't even like really vibe them hard. I had to go back to Coupe de Gras because it was so fire. But to this tape, EP, album, whatever you want to call it, you guys say lament when it comes to what Nas is talking about. I think it's more reflective. Like Nas, he's not in a rocking chair. He's not that old yet. But Nas is in his penthouse with the high ceilings, big windows, looking out into the city, thinking about what could have been and what has happened.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? It's like when I listen to him rap, like I feel like this is the happiest he's ever been. He's like I said it on the Zoom. He's very comfortable in his own skin. Like he's in a space right now as a man that I don't think he's ever been at any point in his career. He's always had some shit going on behind the scenes, whether it was his mom passing away, dealing with Khalees, beefing with Hove, whatever random shit's going on in Queensbridge. Like right now, if he's not a billionaire, he's very close.
Doing his
the
thing.
Money's right. I don't think he has a major label on his back telling him they need. I think he's independent right now as we speak. Like Nas is in a very, very happy place and is conveying in the music. I talk about it with Sin all the time when we text each other about the pod. A lot of times when you do something, it's about getting your reps in. I think when you listen to King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, then you get to Magic. Magic is the culmination of repetitions. This is the final product of 2 chances to get it right. And we could be wrong. Maybe this is current room floor for KD too. But sonically, this sounds more like a balance of, because there's a lot of, it's more bounce on Magic.
KD2 sound like he wants to be more hip.
Right.
To say, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel like KD1, he was more hip.
You think so?
I think KD2, he leaned more into his Nas bag. And I think Magic is a balance of the two, because it's still, most of these beats that he chose has a decent bounce. It's not no trappy shit on here. You know what I'm saying? It's not no drilly, nothing of that. But it's a nice little bop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what he's rapping about in the sample usage and things of that nature, like it's still Nas.
So, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's found a way to take what Hip Hop brings out of him
and craft it into
something magical. Like if there's critiques about the tape, is like, and I'll let Sin get into it deeper. It's like the acoustics. Like there's a point when I'm listening to speeches where it's clearly a punching that happens. It's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? There's little things about the mixing that could be better. But song for song, Woo for the Children, Wave God,
Come on.
Hollywood Gangster, that Mase just talked about. The shit that he's saying, Speechless, Build the Force 4016. Like he's really in a space where it's like, and I talk about Jay-Z rapping on the podium, where Nas is like, he's now like Master Roshi or one of these Shogun masters where he's elevated beyond the physical, and he's looking over New York City, and he can jump around from time to time and talk about anything, and take you on that trip. And me as a person who's never really loved Nas, there's moments where I fucked with Nas heavy, but like I tapped into this album. I repeat myself. I pressed play. I never looked at my phone again. I didn't even check IG, bro. I just let the album play because the album didn't give you a chance to get bored. You know what I'm saying? There's songs that I might not listen to as much. Like I look at the track list right now. Like Meet Joe Black for me, it's good, but I felt like it suffered from coming right after Speechless. Like if it was somewhere else, if it was somewhere else, it might hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't love Dedicated like that. Some people might. This is Jarv's opinion. I don't love Dedicated like that. The Truth was solid. The Truth was crazy. Speechless, Ugly, Building 4016, Hollywood Gangster, Woo for the Children, Wave Gods. Wow.
Some of his best work ever.
That lineup is just crazy.
Wow. The audacity to drop this shit after giving us KD2. The fuck is wrong with you?
Like 4 months later, bro.
Word.
4 months later.
Come on, Sin. All right, so you know what? This is where we're either gonna piss some people off or we're gonna jive with their sensibilities. We gotta talk about the ratings. Sin, you already hit. Actually, Sin is gonna go last because I feel like he deserves the main event slot for the ratings for this album. Deanie, out of 5, what we giving Magic?
4.75.
4.7. That's the highest grade you gave all year, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Mace.
4.5 for me.
4.5.
4.5.
4.5. I gotta agree with you, Mace.
3 more tracks, it might have been 5. I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well. I still think Coup de Grace better. I think Coup de Grace is the creme de la creme of rap albums this year. So, and I gave it a 4.8. So 4.5 for Magic. I'm not mad at that. Sin.
It's so good front to back. I'll give it the 4.5.
Okay.
Not the full 5. You know, maybe like May said, a little short, but then also Illmatic was short, so who knows? But maybe over time I might raise it to that 5. But it's still early. It's still early. It just came out like less than a week ago. So man, 4.5, man.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the full review, the only review that matters. A lot of people jumped out the window and tried to give you a full review the day after it dropped. There's no way you could digest high-level rap in 24 hours. There's no way.
Can't do it.
This is why we do what we do here at the Rap Round Table.